Samtronic 14-inch game console function and usage instructions. Press the Start button to enter the game category interface. Includes a game search function, allowing you to directly search for the games you want. The flight shooting game has a built-in burst fire function, which can be activated by pressing Start plus A simultaneously. Once you activate burst fire, simply press and hold the button to fire continuously. If you need to save your game progress during gameplay, simply press the pause button and select the save state. To resume the game next time, simply press the pause button and select load state to restore your progress. Additionally, the rapid fire function can be enabled during gameplay. Volume adjustment. There is a gear-shaped knob on the back of the game console that can be slid left and right to adjust the volume. Button customization function. You can access the game console's backend from behind the console. Enter the count button. Follow the prompts to press and hold Start for 3 seconds to enter the settings interface. Follow the prompts on the right to set each button. After setting, press the Start button to save, and press the Start button again to exit and save. Entering the IO test, the buttons have now been configured and are ready to use. Simply select Save Settings to complete the operation. After you restore factory settings, game console will enter the default mode. At this point, all buttons are ineffective. You need to go into the background settings to play for free. Select the System Config option and press the key to enter debug mode free play. After debugging, press the Start button and then select Save Settings. The game has now returned to normal and you can enter the game. Scanline function on off. To enable the Scanline function, go to the Settings menu, select the System Config option, scroll down to the Scanning Line option, press it to switch to Enabled, press the Start button to exit, and then save the settings to complete the setup. The Scanline function has now started. Controller settings function. An unconfigured controller defaults to player 1, in which case the joystick, console, and controller are used by one player simultaneously. Setting up the controller requires accessing the backend settings. Enter the System Config option, scroll down to Gamepad settings, press it to set the controller as the TP player, press Start to exit, and scroll down to Save Settings to complete the operation. At this point, the controller and joystick can be used together for gameplay. Adjusting game difficulty and pinning to the top of the list. Go to the background settings and scroll down to the game settings option. Find the game you want to customize and set the difficulty and life according to the prompts on the right. After completing the settings, press Start to save. After returning to the interface, you can press the C key to bring the game to the top of the game list. Once the settings are complete, save them to finish. The game has now been saved to the top of the game list. Game console language settings. Once in the background, scroll down to the language settings and press it to switch. The game console currently supports English, Korean, and Spanish. After setting, save the settings to complete the operation. This concludes the introduction to this function. Thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to contact our online customer service if you encounter any problems using the game console.